Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Chrissy T. I'm back with the recap of the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 8, Episode 8. The episode starts with Ashley. This is her third attempt to try to get these ladies to paint. Except this time they won't be painting their VJJs. She wants them to paint a picture of Karen. Ashley shares with Giselle that she hasn't been to see her mother. Well, she hasn't been to her mother's house in over 2 years because of her mother's longtime partner. She said that he's always cheated a lot and he never contributed to the household. She said that her mother is much more forgiving than she is. And it sounds like Ashley is saying that had he contributed to the household, maybe the cheating would have been acceptable. That's what it sounds like. She goes on to say that her mother and her stepdad had a very dysfunctional relationship, and that shaped how she deals with relationships. It is possible that her childhood experience can play a role, but Ashley is using that as an excuse to rationalize her continued involvement with Michael Darby because they're still together. Despite her saying that they're getting a divorce and they're separated, they are still together. They have a house together. He is still financially supporting her. So we're not stupid. So rather than take responsibility for her choices in dealing with Michael Darby, she finds it a lot easier to attribute her decisions to her childhood. Still avoided accountability, girl. Meanwhile, you have Karen, Candiace, and Wendy at the bar. And then Nneka, Robyn, and Mia at the pool. They're together, but at the same time separated by cliques. I don't like that. Y'all can't be in the same space at the same time and enjoy each other's company. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous and very childhood and high school. Get it together. So Mia, being the kiss ass that she is, runs over there and tells Robyn and Nneka that Wendy opened up to her about Nneka attacking her mother and using a shrine in a negative way. And Nneka says in her confessional that Wendy is looking for a way out. Girl, you're desperate and you're looking for a storyline. Because again, without Wendy, you wouldn't even be on this show or have a storyline. We don't know anything about you. Nothing. You constantly say that you don't have a problem with Wendy, but in the same breath, her name is always in your mouth. So Robyn chimes in and says that Wendy claims that her family is being attacked. Robyn thinks that the only family that's being attacked is hers. Wendy's mother is being accused of being a witch and having a shrine. If that doesn't classify as attack, then I don't know what is. No one is making false claims about your family, Robyn. We know that Juan is a cheater. We know that Juan lost his job. So where is the attack? Where is the attack at? So Wendy tells Candiace and Karen that her mother is in the hospital and she had to undergo surgery. And I really wish Wendy would have checked Nneka for coming for her mother. All the negative things that she said, and now to hear that your mother is in the hospital, it's really heartbreaking. Nneka, you are truly an embarrassment. You don't realize that you're being used. And my hope is that you don't come back for another season. You are dry. You're boring. You can't dress to save your life. Everything about you is fake, especially your voice. You are a complete fraud. And you can't even give people your real age. You lied about that. So Wendy goes on to say that the accusations that Nneka is going around telling only added more difficulty of dealing with her mother's illness and now having to have surgery. But Candiace in her confessional made this remark as if she doesn't fully buy into Wendy's perspective. She said Wendy shouldn't conflate the two issues. Like, Candiace, what are you doing? Let me find out you and Nneka are in cahoots. Wendy is the only person on this show that likes you. Let's not get beside ourselves. Wendy, you might want to add her to the shrine because I can't believe that came out of her mouth. Like, you and Wendy are supposed to be on the same team. It's giving fake. So the ladies go up to Ashley's room and they start drawing a picture of Karen. And Candiace is confused as to how she suddenly came into beef with Robyn. Huh? This girl is trying so hard and she's becoming so thirsty to mend this friendship with Robyn. Not friendship, but friendship. And that's exactly what it is. You are looking desperate, Candiace. You said yourself that you thought Robyn was complicit into what Gizelle was doing against Chris. And now you want to be friends with someone like that? I wonder what Chris has to say about her becoming friends with the very person that tried to destroy your husband. You know damn well Gizelle is not going to let Robyn be friends with you. Please understand the words that came from Robyn's mouth. We are not friends. Stop trying to put a question mark after a period. Robyn does not fool with you. She doesn't want to fool with you. Let it go. So later that evening, they go out for dinner and cocktails. And when Wendy gave the waitress her drink of choice, she said, "Can she have a sneaky link?" And then she looked at Candiace. Did y'all catch that? Was that shade or was that really the name of the drink? Candiace did smirk a little, so I'm sure she caught on, but I thought that was funny. So here come Ashley, always cooking up trouble. She brings up chicken shit bingo and how things went left. Ashley wants to know, why does Candy think it's okay to bash her friend on social media? Because the same friend bashed her on social media. Ashley clearly wanted camera time. And she said that Candiace's remorse in the car and the words on the internet just don't align. Well, where was the outrage when they lied on Chris? Where was the outrage when Robyn tried to embarrass Candiace by playing her Instagram live in front of people at the table on a speaker? Where was the outrage when Robyn didn't invite Wendy's kids to family day? So Candiace said very politely, "I will not be addressing you." And in this scene, Ashley was clearly trying to provoke Candiace and push buttons. She tried to provoke an aggressive and irate response from Ashley because she kept pushing and pushing and pushing to get Candiace to react. And Robyn says that what Candiace did is unforgiving. That sounds a lot like Gizelle to me. Robyn thinks no one should use social media to weaponize against each other, but it's okay to come against her husband. It's okay to twist a harmless moment by Chris into him being a sneaky link. Ashley is clearly being biased and taking Robyn's side. And Ashley has her own beef with Candiace. I think she's trying to seize a moment with Robyn to come against Candiace. And of course, Robyn, being the Karen that she is, gets up all dramatic and leaves the table and walks out. Mia talking about Robyn is going through a lot. And Candiace said it's unfair to value Robyn's tears over Candiace. It's not okay. And that's exactly what happened. Robyn calls Juan, child. Listen, Juan didn't care last week. He ain't going to care this week. So she calls him, wastes her time. He didn't care. She ended up hanging up on him. So here is where Follow the Leader took place. Gizelle follows Robyn. Then Mia follows Gizelle. And then Ashley follows Mia. Child, it was it's a mess. So Gizelle is saying to Robyn, don't engage with Candiace. Meanwhile, Candiace, crybaby ass, is saying there's hope for her and Robyn. Girl, get over it. You are so hell-bent on mending this relationship. Candiace, let this go, honey. I'm starting to think Candiace is delusional, begging for a friendship from a person that doesn't like you. All right. Whew, that was a lot. So later, they head out to the drag queen show, and they're all having a good time. But what I noticed was when Ashley, Mia, who was it, Nneka, Karen, and Wendy, they was asked to do a one-way walk. And when Wendy took her turn, Nneka turned her nose up and gave Wendy 2 thumbs down. This is coming from a heifer that said she had nothing against Wendy. And I believe that she did that because she was performing for Giselle and Robyn, ready to get a pat on the back. She was jealous because she know Wendy was serving in that bodysuit, honey. She looked good. Now, this is the bodysuit that everybody and their mama wears, but Wendy was looking good, honey. She was serving body, and clearly Nneka was jealous.